Sharon Johnson feels the same way, and Dewey Lawson feels the same way about Walter's East Side and the flagpole, and we do too. I would really appreciate if everybody in this room, and I don't know about other females, but I know Joyce Baker served in the military, and she's one of our past classmates. But anybody that served in the military, I would really like to applaud you, so please stand. Stand up. Anybody? We thank you. I would like to recognize all the letter winners and athletes in athletics, band members, pep club members. You gave us great pleasure and spirit for Warsaw High School during the many athletic events. And so, again, we applaud all of you who did that in that participation. Same thing goes for all of the people that worked on the High Times and the Tiger staff, with the exception of Fort Chenworth, how he could let that get messed up. So I applaud all of you with the exception of Fort Chenworth. Jerry, I'm pretty sure that Tom Panazzo has a shotgun in the trunk of his car. Same thing with the school play. I was in the junior class play. I wanted to be the star. Mrs. Petrie thought different. but that was a lot of fun. A lot of people on the committee, a lot of people participated. Same thing with the prom. And so, if you hadn't ever been in a play or hadn't worked with a play, that was a lot of hard work, and some people did 2 nights, and I think everybody kind of got fired up in the junior class play. But then when the senior class play got around to it, those people were really dedicated. And so I applaud all the people that were in the class plays. Special mention in our school from our classmates was Beth McDowell was the president of chorus. Keith Nelson was the president of the choir. Keith lives on a cool island in Washington. We all ought to go out and see him for about a minute. Jim Miller was the president of the band. Fort Chenworth, I hate to say this, he was the outstanding band member. Norm Jean Wepler was the president of the National Honor Society of Speech. Dave Wilkins, who scoffed off our get-together so he could go down and politic again in Manchester and pray. I volunteered to take all of us. He said no. Has been an Indiana state representative for I don't know how many years, but a lot. Jim Dalton was a page in the U.S. Congress, and that was a big honor back then and probably still is, so I applaud that too. Frank and Diane Gross's son, Jeff, was Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana. That's really cool. Dewey was a city councilman for the city of Warsaw, and I got to tell a little side story about this. I'm trying to get a hold of Dewey for the reunion, and he's got an unlisted number, and he's got a barbershop. So then I go to the chairman of the Republican Committee in Kosciuszko County. Oh yeah, I got Dewey's number. No, he didn't. And he was going to run for city council. How do you do that? He's got the biggest database of phone numbers on his call. But Dewey was a city councilman for Warsaw, Indiana. Simpson, Linda Conley, and Becky DuPoy went to the state speech finals. Katie Kaufman won the Rotary speech finals. And my man, Dick Fansel, was the state pole vault champion. Yeah. The band and chorus won so many awards I couldn't list them all. But, I mean, if you go up and look at that yearbook at the front and look at the awards for band and the chorus, I don't know how they ever got to school and got any classwork done, but I do know they had a good time when they weren't playing and singing. Tom Newt, here it goes again, Ford Chidworth, Brock Blaser, Rita Lamry, Roger Opperud were boys and girls state representatives. And I may have missed some special honors, but we have to say something for the 55th. So that's what we're doing. I hope that you all have enjoyed this stroll down memory lane. And please check out the auction items. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Judy Summers to read a poem by Deweys. Judy.
The name of the poem is God's Promise. As days grow short for our time here on earth, we sometimes reflect on times since our birth. The times that were happy, the times that were sad. But overall, those times were not that bad. As the light of our lives grows dim and weak, we finally realize what we were and were asked to seek. Life never ends for those who find the Spirit of God deep down inside. His love so true and never failing gives us strength even though we're ailing. His open arms are always there, so there is no reason to despair. For if you call him as we all should, the life we go to is forever good. God bless you all. Tuilashi.
We still got the auction going on. Is there anybody that would like to get up and...
I have something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm coming up there.
Okay.
I need the rest of our committee.
Bring $10, I hope. Yes.
I need Viv and Ben. And you're part of the committee. So
Yes, it is.
Okay, Spence. I just want to know how many of you have talked to Spence Schellebarger on the phone in the last at least 9 months. Raise your hands. I want to know how many of you have talked to him more than once on the phone because he was prodding you to get here or to turn your money in. Look at that. So, we've had a pretty fun committee from 2 sides of the United States and then here in Warsaw and in Florida. And so, Spence, your committee members would like to give you a little... This is the Golden Phone Award for Spence Schellebarger, 1961 50th Reunion. WHS class of 1961, and you earned it. Yes.
What time is it?
It's 23 minutes after 9.
Okay, we got 7 or 8 minutes to further finish up the auction, so get back there because we need the money. But I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We got some expenses that we're going to pay off. And we got to pay here. And what else have we got?
The website.
Okay, the website. So we paid for that in advance.
The golden phone.
Golden phone, yeah. So what we're going to do is, after we accumulate all this money, we're going to kind of have another committee meeting via email. Like, you know, when you know, 33 girls, I got to have 30 emails just to get a decision. But I love every minute of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of make some decisions, pay some expenses, and then we're going to put out on the website. So we want you all to join the website. If you don't know how to do it, you got my phone number, call me. I'll set it up for you. And we're going to, you know, kind of ask for suggestions depending upon how much we have. If it's a lot, then we'll ask for suggestions. If it's a little, we'll just tell you that the 3 of us or 4 of us are taking vacation. But you know, if we have enough and we got everything covered, then we'd like to come up with some suggestions on what we might do with that additional cash. Okay? So we'll keep you informed on that. So go back. You want an option item and you want to check it out. What is it? Oh yeah, that's a good idea. And anybody that donated for the auction, I mean, this, you know, their hard work, their energy, or their ideas, I would love for all of them to stand up so that I can applaud with the rest of the group. Thank you very much. Now, I've been on that Chevy emblem. Better not anybody overbid. Is there anybody, while we're kind of doing the auction stuff, because we're going to close a little bit, anybody want to say anything? Governor?
Don't let him get started.
Senator Washington? President Wilkins? Okay, that's it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of the evening. We're glad Band is